Okay, I'm back. The palette I was going to use is by Natasha Denona, and it's the Glam palette. It's a very neutral, cool neutral palette. It's very daytime, okay? It's a wonderful palette. And this is the one that I go to. I'm just wondering, because I don't have the correct lighting for you to see these colours truly as they are, I wondered whether I should go for something a little bit bolder, just so that you can see them. I'll start with this one. So, there we go. Just got to have a sip of the drink because I can't. I've got a 6 o'clock appointment and we're on 5:05. I'm only expecting this to last about 5 minutes. No, I think I'd say 10 now. Right, I haven't got anything in my tea because I've just been eating. Right, so the first thing that I do is put my eyebrows back in again. Yeah, I do have tattooed eyeshadow, liner, tattooed eyebrows and tattooed lips, which look great when I'm not wearing any makeup at all. However, if you want to make them stand out a little bit more, because you're wearing more makeup, I don't need to explain to the girls why I'm doing this. There might be the odd guys who are watching this. I think, why would you do that if you've got permanent makeup? The process of wearing makeup is a wonderful thing and it's exciting, and you've got the choice of all your palettes, and the process is just a woman's thing. It's a great thing. We love makeup. Anyway, I do. So I like to start with the makeup. Now I'll tell you what I'm doing now. This is not suitable for people with no eyebrows like me. I have no eyebrow hair. I've got a few tufts at the front, that's it. But if you have eyebrow hair, this will be quite good. It's from NYX and it is like this. And what I do is, I know it's a bit strange, but this is just my latest. So I avoid where I've got hair and I just paint it onto the skin within the template. You're thinking, what are you doing, mate? And then I get a little angled brush. I make sure, by the way, what I've got down here is a bit of tissue, and rub it so there's nothing on it. And then I go like this, just to buff it out. So that colour is moving around within my template, yeah? It's moving around. I keep it really light at the front because I don't want it to look solid at the front. And that is how I get this really soft brow look at the moment. I don't even use any pencil to carve out the bottom. You could do. I might do if I was going out at night, but during the day, that's it. Hardly anything at the front. So, draw a bit of it onto your skin, avoiding the bit where there's eyebrow hair because it'll just be darker. See how messy that looks? Well, it's not going to look messy, is it? Actually, I'm a bit scared, so I might just like get a little bit. And then I brush it through. And making it really sort of loose at the front. Let's play fast and loose with it, eh? Why have I got a little slightly runny nose now? It's not a good idea, is it? Oh, it's the wrong thing. So, there you go. It's a kind of a, yeah, I'm feeling it. Let me tell you why I don't, when I've got such dark dyed hair, and it was done really dark. We tried to go for a copper tone, and my hair is simply not light enough. I tell you who I've seen today whose hair's absolutely incredible, and it's Katie Christian. You need to follow her. And she was this beautiful, very light blonde, and she's gone cascading orange ginger, and it's a magnificent copper colour. Be brilliant to look like that. But I'd need to bleach the shit out of this to get that. Maybe. Anyway, the point I'm making is with the eyebrows, you think, well, you could do them much darker because you've got dark hair. No, I can't. No. I have very pale eyes and pale skin. And anything darker looks like a bit clown-like. And you need to, I think if you're any age personally, really, if you want to look more modern, you need to have really soft looking eyebrows without harsh edges. We're still holding on to the love for the Essex brow. But if you want to look a bit younger and a bit more modern, go for a really soft look, end of story. Some of you can really rock it with darker skin and really dark eyes, looks bloody amazing. However, most of us mere mortals have to go for a really soft look. Now on the lid, I always like to put a light tone because I have small eyes that are deep set and it will bring them out a bit. Now I don't care, I tend to use something that's sparkly and it might emphasise your crepey bits, so what? So some of these goldy ones I tend to use, but then I found this in my kit the other day. It's actually a lip topper. Yes, I use it on my eyes. I use lots of different things anyway. It doesn't harm, it's not irritating in any way. I'm just thinking maybe I need to put the overhead light on. Hang on. Bit better. And this is really glassy when it goes on. Glassy and glossy, which is really, really pretty. Look at that. And that's an eyelid. That's a lip thing. A lip topper. I don't know where it's from, somewhere called Profusion. But you get anything like that. I'd just be mindful. I mean, this is me and I just play, you know, so, but careful it doesn't irritate your eyes. So look how sort of shimmery that is, and it's pretty, isn't it? It's really cool. So that's that. But again, you could use something that's a light shimmer in there. Now, if you do not have what I have, which is this tattooed eyeliner eyeshadow, you're going to need to put something down. You're going to need to lay it down, a darker tone on the top. And even though I have got it, I'm putting more of a darker tone on the top. I like that middle one, right in the middle. It's actually a kind of a cool brown. And I'll use that or that. So that one is really quite flat. And that's a bit more bushy flat. So let's go for bushy flat. Oh God. So I will close my eyes and wing it out even more. Can you see I've just done that? Wing it out. So, okay, if you haven't got this eyeshadow tattooed, come to me and I'll get it done for you. I'll do it for you. If you don't want to do that, get yourself a Kajal stick. I tell you what, I'm lusting after a bit, is the Victoria Beckham Kajal stick. And she's got several different colours that all look amazing. And the one that I keep seeing is cocoa or chocolate or something. And it looks like a really deep brown that you can move, that's really intense. It looks beautiful. I'm not clever enough to put a picture of it up somewhere. It's just, I don't have a camera, it's just this. So that's that. And then I'll go over to this eye and just follow what I have, but wing it out a bit more. I wouldn't tattoo it like this. This is just too crazy for my liking. So, you know, what I had, what you saw before was nice. If it was tattooed like this, it's too much for me personally. Some people, hey, I've done some pretty crazy eyeliners, you know, which really suit the person, So I kind of fill it in quite a lot at the top of the lid. Don't be afraid to do that because can you see it gives you a really almondy, catty kind of eye. Now, for the underneath is the thing that I wanted to show you from Lisa Eldridge. She has these liquid eye things, shadows. This one's called Zoya. And I'm wearing this the last week underneath my eyes because it gives a really soft shadow to this top. If you have something harsh on the top, make it really shadowy underneath. You don't want the top and bottom because you're going to look, it's quite a dated look, that is, and it's a hard look. So this is an applicator that you might do that with. I use a little brush like that onto the wand. I dab it onto my bit of tissue at the bottom so I've not got too much. Oh, I've got a little bit of something there. I don't know what it is. Oh, he's come back. Gone. All right, I don't know if I can get close. Can you see how soft that is? It's got some reflective kind of silvery pigments in it, which is pretty. I sometimes like to do a shadow here as if it's a shadow from my eyelashes, which are expertly done by Kelly at Nuala. They're not, I don't know what they are. Classic hybrid, not the crazy Russian ones. Just looks silly on me. Right, so once again, oh, look at in the mirror. Can you see? Isn't that pretty? And it's a soft, really soft, and you can go quite low as if it's a crease, because essentially it's a shadow that you're creating, eyeshadow. But I can't recommend this enough, because I think this colour would go on bloody well everybody. From my very pale, you know, bluey grey eyes to brown, anything. You could put that on top of something dark and it would really shimmer as well. So like that. She's got some other colours as well. Of course it isn't cheap. Nothing is these days. Right. So I think this area, I've got a lot of lid space to use. It's good, isn't it? Could do with a little bit of an colour. Now normally what I use is, this is like an orangey tone, and I do put that on, but you know what? I think this is from that Maura from Love Island or wherever she was from, and she's got a makeup thing. Well, obviously, you know, you would, wouldn't you? And these are looking quite light on here. And what if I go for that really sort of russety colour, or even that crazy red colour? I'll go for the russet colour, because if you have blue eyes, anything orangey kind of makes them pop a bit. It's the opposite on the colour wheel, although mine are not exactly blue. So I would use a small, they're all dirty brushes by the way, just are, aren't they? I'm using them me. This is one of those Real Techniques eyeshadow brushes. Let me just give it a bit of a oosh on my, yeah, there's nothing on it. Which one? That one. I'm going to go for that one. So I would put it, start it about here and just go. I mean, look how messy this is. So you're just going to start this way, all right, like that. Let's get the other side done. Just there. Make sure you don't hit this shadow that you've placed down, that you've laid down maybe. Ooh, doesn't matter if you come in a little bit, and ooh, you can go in like that if you want. So here we are, and you might want to swidge it out a little, like that. So this is what you do. Really get rid of what you've just put on. Just get rid of it. These sort of rubbish paper towels are good, or kitchen towel probably, and you're going to buff it in. You could probably use another brush. I know a lot of people do, but, well, the makeup people do, but this is Elaine. So I'll just buff it out. Can you see? Can you see how it's blowing out? We're giving it a blowout look. We're blowing it out. You could take it right up to the top, or leave a little bit of the brow bone showing. So that and that, a bit better, isn't it? So let's buff this out. Buff it, buff it, buff it. Oh, there's a little bit there in the corner. And then if I think, oh, it needs a little bit more, I'll go on that side or that side and just do a dot. Even blow it. Do a dot and blow it. Oh no, that's one of my lashes have just fallen out. Oh, the horror. I suppose they do. Right, this is real life, people. Now, you know what you could also do, and it'd look freaking amazing, is if you put some of this underneath your eye. Use this, use your fat brush, squeeze it a bit. I squeeze it so I've got like an end. Do that. You see that? Don't need separate brushes. Connects it a bit, doesn't it? And also to connect it further, still use this. Be careful, just on the very top. Put a little bit in the outer corner, just above that dark line that you've done. Oh, difficult to do this. There you go. So you've got a little bit of connecting shadow through, and it kind of does give it a further above. I think that looks really pretty. I like that. So I would next do my cheeks and a little bit round here. I use some really cheap stuff. I don't know where this is from. Probably the pound shop. Sunkissed. One of these big palettes. But just look for the tones. That's all you're looking for, the bloody tones. And I have one of these brushes, which is a foundation blending brush. Again, it's nice and beveled. Look at that. Beveled. And I just do that. Well, probably like that. Yeah, on one side, and then go. So I can put that to carve, the end to carve, and then that bit to sort of brush out. You can't put a lot on really pale skin because it looks bloody stupid. I am, as I say, a lot more olive in the real life, but in this, oh, forgot here. Can you see? You see? I think that this is a kind of a shimmery bit, and it does add to it, I think. So there. And then I'd put a little bit around just the hitting the top of the forehead, which gives you a healthier look, because that's where the sun would hit you, isn't it? Where are we? 17 minutes. If you're still with me, you need a freaking medal. Good. Right, I don't stop there with the cheeks. I have my favourite ever blusher from NYX, and it's Sweet Dreams. Summer Breeze, Sweet Cheeks. It's got a really lovely orangey tone to it, which has got speckles of glitter. So I do that over that bit, over the apple of the top of the cheek like that, and it gives warmth and happiness to the cheeks. Warmth and happiness. Now then, there is a lot of different ways we could go for the lips. A lot of different ways. I think, I haven't got it. I would probably have done it, put like a nice brown lip colour, lip liner, but I haven't got it. So instead, I'm going to use this ludicrous neon pink colour. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? It's called Rainbow Spill, again from Lisa Eldridge, very saturated matte lipstick. And it probably will lighten up this look, lighten it up. Right, it would look great with a lip liner, a nude lip liner, or any tone of brown. Make sure it's nicely blended through, and then you've got this as a kind of an ombre in the middle. Or if you wanted to use the purity of a colour, you go straight from the bullet. You break it up if you put any liner around it. You will always break it up. So I'm going to go for, because I ain't got anything else with me, the purity of the colour. Okay, put it down a little bit. I'm going to go over the top of my lips because it looks good. How's that for saturation? Whew. It's coming very orange here and it's very pink here. Nothing in my teeth, have I? Right, oh, sometimes I would put a little bit of mascara underneath the bottom lashes, but I don't often do that. I've got to be honest, I don't. I just keep the emphasis with the lashes up above. So if I had a nice soft tissue, I would blot my lips, but I don't, so I'll just use this awful tissue. There we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, you see now I want to sort of carve out the underneath of my eyelids, but I won't. That is your finished everyday look, which, you know, to some would be like, Christ, raging night out. And for others it'd be like, yeah, it's fine. So this is me. Ooh, ooh. And I have no idea just how much you can see. Get close to the ring light. Yeah. There you go, mates. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. It's been a long one.